Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
We got 4. We got Bravo.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets this one to board. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down, 4 down. Shoot.
Hard.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Greystone, travel. Get it.
Now Joe Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
60 outlaw. Hey, Delta.
Check tight. Mike 28. Hey, let's get this. Mike 28.
Hey, exit.
I'm coming, baby. Woo! Hey, number 20.
Back to throw here. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
set. 8-3.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Four down. Alert. Check.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Shift. Watch twist.
Look at me. Go.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check the out.
X3, 218, chopper. Let's go.
Here's a run with Mixon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Ready.
7th play coming now on this opening drive. This is 3rd and goal.
Show it up.
General West. Shoot.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 13.
Let's go, dude. Big series right here.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the curve.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Even, 4th down, even. Slam. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Dolphins 0.
Ready up.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Hey. 4 down.
Hey, Alpha. 5.
2nd and 11. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down.
Go. Ready.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch tight ends right. Tight ends right. Let's go.
2nd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Hey, orbit. Snap.
They'll look to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Second and 9 now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Down. 60 or.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
Go.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Let's go now. 30 base. Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch that.
Protein spill.
Check. Hey, watch it.
Rock it. Get it.
Mixon with a first down carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, zoom.
2nd and 3. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Back to throw now on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Let's get off the field. Nice 57's right. Man, I got you.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. That's some strong running. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hey, wahoo!
Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Higgins. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun to give to Mixon. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, come on, 61, matchbox light. Hey, Haywood. Shoot.
They'll look to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Hey, lock it.
Kill, 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 kill. Check your hot read. 36, 36.
Hey, Sam off.
They'll set up a throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
Topper, Topper.
Hey, number 28, Mike.
This is Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. And his kick here is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. He'll look to throw. That's complete. Bernard. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Five down, stand up in. Jim.
Two draw Corkers. Let's go.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their...
And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 69 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now it's Breida. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check 50, check 50. Check it backer, check it backer. Hustle.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
As far as tight ends go, if you get 3 or 4 touchdowns in a season, that's usually counted as a pretty good year.
And CD, he just hit double digits. That's 10 touchdowns for him now.
Yeah, and that's something you really have to applaud. That's elite level production.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
I got you, son. Check. Lucky.
They run it with Breida. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Five.
Got four down.
Get it.
2nd and 4. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line.
Mike 28.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Move. Even. 4 down. Even.
They're going to look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, seam 6. Go.
Back to throw. He may try and run for this. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. The Redskins have scored yet again. They've really opened that one up. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins got home that time.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. 3 buzz.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check 52.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Here we go. 30 base.
Block tight. Tight end right. Everyone, you got 4 down.
Shoot.
On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
4 down. Check 3.
5.
He'll look to throw. Shakes off the sack. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
Check 52's the mic. 65. 60. Check 24.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. 2nd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
No, check that. We want Mike 50.
Now back to throw. Now he'll go deep down the middle. He's got a man, complete. Give him 30 yards there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 11. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Pull it high.
Check 49. Check 49. Check.
Look. Squeeze. Now.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, check. Ball trot. Hey, check right. Watching you 5. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
2nd and 10. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Back to throw here.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
23 yards, the final tally. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is Parker, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will shave one more off this lead. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Joker.
61, matchbox, lights.
Ricky, choose the mic. Watch Mike. Ricky. Whip. Watch the whip.
Yo, get it.
Again, it's Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
On the ready.
52. 52's the mic. Danny.
There.
Alert 3.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And it's a high kick and hit pretty well. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to play.
He was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Cincinnati, the train just keeps rolling, 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.